Good morning.
Morning.
Happy Wednesday. Connection. I would venture to say most of you are in relationships. Safe assumption? Whether it's a significant other, a best friend, family member, we're all going to have lots of those experiences in the next 5 days. Are you excited? Connection. Today, I'm going to talk about what does it mean to be connected to a friend, family member, significant other, how connection occasionally gets lost. And if that's the case, how we can regain that connection. But first of all, I want to help develop an awareness of what it means to feel connected. So think about a relationship with a significant other, a friend, having a good memory with someone. What does that connection look like? If you're happy, you're on the same page, you're about to say what they're saying, you're on that same wavelength. How does that feel when you're connected? That date night, the positive experience. Think about disconnection. When you're with that person and you're just not on that same page. Either you have chosen to distance, silence yourself, or they have. How does that feel? Developing that awareness, that distinction is going to help us regain connection in our relationships. From time to time, things get said, people get offended, things happen, and that connection is lost. What loses that connection? And that is defensiveness. Defensiveness is the first act of war. What it means is to defend or protect against. What are we protecting against in our relationships? That is the ego. You see, the ego wants everyone around it to think that it's amazing, it's intelligent, it thought of it already, it's super, super talented. And when the people in our lives don't quite have that same opinion that we want them to have of us, that's where we get defensive. We got to hire the best lawyers, get all the proof, get the phone records out, show that person why we are smarter than they think, or why we tried harder, why we're not so lazy, whatever it is that they're providing feedback for us. See, what we need to do to avoid defensiveness is to take that feedback that they're giving us, whether that's supported by love and encouragement, kind of like in Toastmasters. We're going to give a bunch of compliments, offer a little bit of something to try, and they give you lots of showering praise. Well, sometimes our partners aren't really feeling that vibe, and they might give us some feedback encased in resentment, anger, bitterness. Do we take that feedback and defend our ego against them? Or do we look and see, could they possibly be right? Maybe not to that degree, maybe not in that situation, in that circumstance, but is what they're saying applicable to your life? If you can find it, agree with them to some extent. Regain your connection by not trying to defend your ego, but finding that little piece of gold in that charcoal. Find it, find some agreement, appreciate them for their observation. Let go of the need to protect that ego. Mention to your friend, partner, feel like we're disconnected. What can we do to regain that connection? And make it your best prerogative to align yourself with that connection. See, because just like a flower's innate purpose is to bloom and to prosper, as a human being, your innate purpose is to love yourself and to love others. And when we get defensive, What we're saying is, I'm not gonna love a part of you until you think this, and this of me. So if you do what I want and you say what I want and you think what I want, let's hang out. How are you today? I love you.
You're the best.
You're the best. But if you don't think that way, well, we can't be friends. Instead, be okay with that difference. Appreciate, welcome in that feedback and learn to love them and be connected to them despite what they might think of you, despite how they feel about you. So I'm going to encourage you for the holidays, survey the relationships in your life, those in-laws, those past friendships, that spat you had with your partner on the way to the Christmas party. See where you got disconnected. See where you felt and chose to be defensive. What were you defending against? What piece of information was your partner or your friend providing for you to better your life? Because our partners are our mirrors. And take that extra step to reconnect with them and align yourself with love. Thank you so much. Get this back to you.